February 10, 2021. In dreams, I saw a church in which there were some people who spoke that they should be safe because a great storm was coming. But they were encouraged to stay there for safety, in the face of the storm. Soon I was ordered to speak and tell everyone, "Come out, come out. Those who remain here will be betrayed." Some left, others stayed, feeling safe, and others, wavering. I saw a mother take her children out of the place and she couldn't find where to go. I was indicated to guide her and take her to a safe place. When she was already in a safe place, she remembered having left her Bible and old hymnal in the church. I urged her not to go back for them, and to sing and repeat, from memory, to her children what she knew, but she paid no attention to me. She left the place of refuge with her children and went looking for them, the Bible and hymnal. Upon arriving at the church, it had the door closed. And she opened it and went in. And there was no light inside it. This woman, and her children, were exhausted in walking through it, looking for her Bible and her hymn book. Everything was dusty, there were books scattered everywhere. As she continued, with her children, in the search, a woman came and told her, come out. Come with me to a safe place." I saw the woman and her children get into the car with that woman, and she took them to a place where only the great preachers of the church were, according to this woman. They were given a large food banquet, but the woman and her children were given their leftovers. And this one, and her children, endured hunger. I was indicated to get her out of there. And I urged her to do it. So, after much thought, she listened to me and I took her to the place that was indicated to me as safe for her and her children. But I was indicated to tell her that, for having taken so long, it would no longer be the same and her stay there was going to be safe, but very suffered. I saw that everyone there was safe on that mountain, but they had not made any important preparations and they all lacked something important. I asked them why this was, and I was let known that they left at the last minute and had only what they could drag with their hands in their flight. I saw agony in their eyes, but there was no more to do. Their delay caused them this great trouble. There, under these circumstances, I left that woman, who, after being in a safe place, hesitated and left it because of the physicality of the Bible and the hymn book, for not having it internalized in her mind and in her heart. The scene changed and I was taken to a place where other people knew they had to get out and were still stuck, because their car had broken down. I exhorted them to walk by faith and leave it behind, but they would not listen. I saw, as time went by, that they were handed over their car, already ready, and they got on it, with their things. I saw them go up a mountain with the car, and on this street, which became more and more inclined, the car lost speed. I saw them put the car at all possible speed, but it lost power more and more. And it continued like this until it lost all speed, and ended up stopping. They were crying, they got behind the car to push it, but it was useless. There, at that moment, I no longer saw them. The scene changed and I was taken to a place where others, among all they had, felt safe before the great storm. I was indicated to tell them, let go, at least, 3/4 of your things, because they will be useless to you in the face of what is coming. But they looked at me and laughed without paying attention. I saw how the storm lashed out and they, to protect their belongings, perished with them. The scene changed. And I was taken to a steep mountain top. There, some poor families, in every sense, but industrious, lived, in that place. They did not live on past memories or future anxieties, but took advantage of the present with great courage and happiness. They did not have much, but everything was necessary and that made their life easy in terms of accommodation and cleaning, like this allowing them to have quality time for studying the word of life. There weren't many activities in the day, I could tell, but farming, food preparation, personal cleanliness, and study of the word were their daily routine. I saw, in their faces, that they were extremely relaxed and happy. I saw how the storm raged, but they did not change their tranquility. I was then taken to the Great Plain. There, I saw the people who were there as robots. Their movement were slow, their gaze distant. This indicated to me that something extremely shocking had happened to them. My tour, there, continued. And I saw the main place where these people came from with this situation. It was a huge hospital. I saw them enter it in a huge line. And those who came out, which were not all who came in, came out a little changed. But then, as they walked, something about them kept changing until they became how I saw them at the beginning, like robots, like machines that did not reason on their own. It was very sad to see them like this. But no one gave up of entering that place. There I woke up. And they told me these words, he who does not faithfully abide, to the letter, every instruction from the Eternal, will perish. Oh beloved! I pray, I implore the Lord for his people on the broad face of the earth, so that we can only be faithful to the Lord, walk by faith and not by sight. I pray that we can leave behind everything that is not important in this hour, because the most important thing in this hour, beloved brothers, is to follow the Lamb wherever he goes. Follow his footsteps, his instructions, allow him to work in our lives, in the transformation of our character, so that, beloved brothers, we can go to a safe harbor. Let us follow the faithful and true instructions of the Lord. Let's go where he wants us to be, the way he wants us to be. So that, like this, we can overcome by his grace and by his mercy, by his justice imputed to the life of each one of us. May the Lord bless us.